Okay, so we are gonna play Breath of the Wild. I am sorry, I am very late. I I couldn't figure out OBS for quite a second because yeah, for like a good 30 minutes I was troubleshooting OBS. Turned off my computer, I restarted my Switch, everything, but nothing was working. So, all it took was to delete all my previous presets and now we are here. So, we are going to play Breath of the Wild because somebody the other day said that they had never played Breath of the Wild, and I already said it was my intention to play Tears of the Kingdom on Sunday. So we're just gonna play this now and then Tears of the Kingdom on Sunday for its birthday. So let me know if anything sounds weird or I'm too loud or whatever. Again, this is my second time streaming, so I'm not really sure how everything is going to play out, but let's get to it. Hopefully it's not ear numbingly loud like the last time I turned on my Switch. That was incredibly too much. But yeah, let me know how your day is going and everything. Now, I did play Breath of the Wild recently. I'm gonna. I can't go any further than this because I, I guess we could start a new game. Why not? Maybe could do another Breath of the Wild playthrough. I mean, I did technically just do one, but I suppose we could do another one. Sure, let's do a new game. Why not? And yes, this is too loud. I'm just gonna keep it down like this because that's way too loud for my ears. Yeah. So let's just get into it. Again, I don't know if anyone, like, I guess you know what? I should stop talking. We're gonna start the game.
Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
Maybe like one ear in will be fine. I love how chill this game is. It's just so relaxing, and it doesn't even try to be. Although it's like kind of depressing, to be honest. Hey, sit down.
That is a Sheikah slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
A mysterious tablet with a glowing center. You have never seen this device before, and yet there's something familiar about it. because the light is like directly in my face. It's kind of kind of hard to see what I'm doing. I might need to close the blinds. I know there's never anything in these, but like my Ocarina of Time childhood demands me to break everything. Well-worn trousers. These old trousers are threadbare in spots, but they are surprisingly comfortable. The legs are a bit short though. Oh god. Yeah, this is so bright in my face. An old shirt. A thin shirt made long ago. It is coming apart at the seams, but it's better than nothing. The sleeves are a bit at the short side. Excuse me, people. I'm so sorry. I'll drink more of my coffee. Mind you, though, I only drink decaf because I feel sick when I drink regular coffee. Or, like, caffeinated stuff. Like, anything that's caffeinated, I feel ill. One thing that I find interesting about this game, that if you, like, played it before, they'll kind of, like, alleviate to it. But Link, has, like, a bunch of scars on his body. But when you look at him in here, you can't tell. Like, there's no scars, but there are other people in the game who, like, mention that he has scars. So it's kind of interesting. I can't open these boxes.
Hold the Sheikah slate up to the pedestal. That will show you the way.
I have a thought. I'm not gonna say it. Authenticating. Sheikah slate confirmed. I think what I'm gonna do, because I just on my personal time replayed this game, which now I kind of regret I did that.
Link, you are the light. Our light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again. Now go.
I might do a little bit of playthrough in this game, like, afterwards. But really the only reason I'm playing this right now... Hold on, I'll stop talking for a second. Gets me every time. It's beautiful. Anyway, because it is my intention to play Tears of the Kingdom, and to be honest, I wanted to play that. A wooden branch such as these are pretty common, but it is surprisingly well balanced. It doesn't do much damage, but can serve as a weapon in a pinch. And then I can press this button to use it as a weapon, and then I can switch with this button here. And then I can use this button to scroll between the two. So, based on this, that's how it would use. Anyway, so, because a common mushroom found near trees around Hyrule, eat it and restore half a heart. Because most of the time when I'm playing... You know what? That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to restart this sentence because that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, it's my intention, because I already said I wanted to stream Tears of the Kingdom on Sunday, that today I was just going to stream Breath of the Wild because somebody else that had been watching my stream on last Sunday said that they had never played Breath of the Wild, so I thought, okay, I'll play Breath of the Wild. Today, before I play Tears, Morticia, just sit down. But since I've started a new game, I guess I could do a playthrough of Breath of the Wild for streaming purposes, but I still want to do like a playthrough through Tears of the Kingdom first, especially since I just did a playthrough from this game. Like, I literally just finished a playthrough of this game the other day, so I might... Apple, a common fruit found on trees all around Hyrule. Eat it fresh, or cook it to increase its effects. Because I just did a playthrough of this game, I'm thinking that maybe I'll do a playthrough occasionally of this game, but more focus on a playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom. But mind you, though, somebody else said that they would rather that I play more... It's mine. Baked apple. Direct heat has softened and sweetened this apple. Eat it to restore 3/4 of a heart. I beg your pardon. I do believe that that is my baked apple. You cannot just go about taking whatever you please. Oh, forgive me. I could not resist pulling your leg. Please help yourself. An apple and an open flame makes for a succulent treat. It is a bit strange to see another soul in these parts. Who are you? Me? I'll spare you my life story. I'm just an old fool who has lived here alone for quite some time now. What brings a bright-eyed young man like you to a place like this? Where are we? Answering a question with a question. That is fair enough. As I cannot imagine our meeting to be a simple coincidence, I shall tell you. That is the Great Plateau. According to legend, this is the birthplace of the entire Kingdom of Hyrule.
Oh.
That temple there. Long ago it was the site of many sacred ceremonies. Ever since the decline of the kingdom 100 years ago, it has sat abandoned in a state of decay. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self. Yeah, so as I was saying, I think I will... Oh.
Link. Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
Okay. Follow the Sheikah slate. As I was saying, I think when I play Tears of the Kingdom, if I do a playthrough of, like, I would much prefer doing a playthrough. A woodcutter's axe. A woodcutter's tool of choice for felling trees. Pardon me. For felling trees, it's a formidable weight and uneven balance, making it a slow and effective weapon. And then I can throw this weapon. So if I press, like, this button again, and then I shift through, and I land on the final battle axe, and then I press this button on the controller, I can throw it and aim. And if I move my controller, it will kind of tell me, like, what direction I can throw it at. I mean, I much prefer using this. Some people just use this, which you can use to control the throwing. But anyway, as I was saying, if I'm going to do a playthrough, I would much rather do a playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom than of Breath of the Wild, just because I did just do a playthrough of Breath of the Wild on my own time. But obviously, like, if people want it, like, I can definitely do a walkthrough stream, not session, but like a seared steak. A seared steak. Raw meat cooked over an open flame. Cooking it has increased its flavor and the number of hearts it provides. So as I was saying, if people request to see a playthrough of Breath of the Wild, then for sure I can do it. I would just much prefer doing a playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom because I did just play Breath of the Wild. Ancient screw. A screw used in ancient machinery. It is made of an unknown material, and no matter how many times it's turned, its threads never seem to show signs of wear. Now, do you see this guy over here? If I crouch, it's going to increase stealth, making it easier to sneak up on foes. So if I crouch, walk slowly, hoping that he doesn't turn around, that is. I mean, it's assuming that he doesn't turn around, right? And then I can press Y. Oh, but he saw me at the last second. Okay, but I can steal his weapon. So this is a Boko club, a crude Boko club, bokoblin club, made to clobber small prey. It is essentially a stick, so its durability is very low. And then he's gonna be like, how dare you steal my weapon? And then we're gonna go over him and we can steal a bokoblin horn. The severed horn of a bokoblin creature often encountered in the plains of Hyrule. It isn't edible, but it can be tossed in a stew with some critters to make an elixir. So that's why we collect those parts, is because we can make elixirs, which will be useful later. But anyway, as I've tried to say like 16,000 times, if I'm going to stream Breath of the Wild, I don't mind. If people are asking for it, obviously I will do it. You know what? I'm gonna pause just so I can finish saying this. If people want me to play Breath of the Wild, I don't mind, and I will definitely do so. Please let me know if you want to see more of me streaming Breath of the Wild, but going forward, if I'm having to choose, I would choose Tears of the Kingdom more, just because I did do a playthrough of this game on my own time recently. But obviously, like, if there is, like, a request for this, then I'm going to do it, because I don't mind doing this. I love this game, but, you know, so just let me know, you know? Alright, here we go. Hyrule herb. Hyrule herb, not herb. This healthy herb grows abundantly in the plains of Hyrule. Cooking it before eating increases the number of hearts it restores. We're gonna climb this tree, collect some apples. Oh, oops. Gotta go around that branch. Okay. Now if I push this rock, it will drop below to these guys and kill one of them. And then if I drop this rock, hopefully it will kill the other one if it moves. Come on, come on. There we go. Oh, forget it. Okay. Gotta stop dilly-dallying. Bokoblin Fang. A tooth obtained from a bokoblin. It's worn down. I almost said worth. It's worn down and not very sharp, but it is pretty hard. Cooking it alongside a critter to make an elixir. So we've got... Oh! So I can use this to kind of zoom in. I just pressed this button here. And I can zoom in on other things. So like those bokoblins over there. And here is a butterfly. I'm gonna collect it if it's possible. There we go. So this is a summer-winged butterfly, a butterfly found in the woods and plains of warm regions. Its wings absorb the warmth of the sun, cooking it with monster parts to create an elixir that makes you feel warm and fuzzy. And we're gonna stop crouching and keep going. And I think I'm gonna switch my weapon. Yeah, because honestly, woodcutter axe is mostly good for cutting wood, and I want to save it for that. There's another butterfly. They are kind of sensitive though, like they can hear you if you're walking in water or something. Excuse me. Nope, you don't see me. You don't see me. No, he sees me. He sees me. He doesn't see me anymore. This is a Boko shield. Bokoblin made shield created by attacking a handheld to any flat tree bark picked up off the ground. It is pretty shoddy. It's pretty shoddy. So don't expect it to last very long. And then if I press this button right here with my left finger, then I can put up my shield. Oh, I lost my tree branch. There we go. Got a fury breath. Let's go. And I stole his traveler's sword. So, a very common sword that often kept by travelers to fend off small beasts. It is fairly durable, but a bit unreliable against monsters. And now he's dead. So now we got a pack of 5 arrows, a bundle of 5 common arrows. The shaft of these arrows were carved from the wood of a sturdy tree. I know that this might seem silly. Hold on, I'll explain in a second. We're at the pinpoint now. Place the Sheikah slate on the pedestal. Sheikah slate tower activated. Please watch for falling rocks. Because I activated that one tower, towers amongst other regions are also being activated. In terms of coming out of the ground, that is. Great Plateau Tower. Distilling local information. Very satisfying sound. Regional map extracted.
Try to remember. You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. Now then, you must hurry, Link. Before it's too late.
Follow the Sheikah slate which is now complete. Okay, so what I was gonna say before that little scene, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to read all of the text that is not spoken by the voice actors, because I know that some people are visually impaired, and so I want to make sure that everybody kind of understands what's happening in terms of the text. So I'm going to try to make sure that I read every text that comes up that is not read by any of the voice actors. I do apologize if I don't remember every single time, but I'm going to try to keep that up. And then I'm also going to try to explain a little bit more clearly as I'm playing what I'm doing, so that way people who are, again, visually impaired can kind of understand where I'm at. So I'm going to jump down this hole here. And then basically the way it works is if I keep going down right, like I keep spinning around in a right angle, it's kind of like stepping stones that I can use to get to the bottom without issues. Hold on. I need to turn it off. My. It would seem we have quite the enigma here. This tower and the others just like it had erupted across the land, one after another. It's almost as though a long-dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. If you do not mind me asking, did anything occur while you were atop of that tower? I heard a voice. I heard a voice. Well now, a voice you say. And did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice? Nope. I see. Well, that is unfortunate. I assume you caught sight of the atrocity shrouding the castle. That is Calamity Ganon. 100 years ago, that vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil, but just barely. There it festers, building its strength for the moment. It will unleash its blight upon the land once again. It will appear that the moment is fast approaching.
Oh.
I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to the castle? I do. I had a feeling you would say that. Here on this isolated plateau, we are surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs with no way down. If you were trying to jump off, well, no death could be more certain or more foolish. Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, that would be quite another story. Give it to me. Oh, certainly, why not? But there is no such thing as a free item in this world, you know? Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? The isolated plateau main quest. So if I press the plus sign, your adventure will detail here. And then this is where I can kind of choose with the left analog stick, pardon me, that what I would like to follow. And then if I press this with the A button, pardon me. Oh, I guess I can't press it with the A button, not yet. Come on, let me show you something. And so now we're going to walk and follow him. Don't be so hasty. Just follow me. Alright. And if I follow this so-called old man, and then I press talk with A, do you see that structure there? The one that shines with a strange light? It began glowing at the exact moment those towers rose up from the ground. I would think such a place might house some sort of treasure, wouldn't you? Treasure for a for the paraglider. A fair exchange, I believe. So, if I press the plus button again, and I hit the left button, and then I should be able to ting this, but apparently I can't. But this is like the main quest now. Let's drop all my sticks, because I don't need that. And I'm going to drop one of those, and then I'm going to filter. And I'm going to put on the Boko Club. Not save. I mean, I guess I could save. Wait, hold on. Can I load? No. Oh, wait! I guess there is a little bit of my last game in here. Because that one's not an autosave. Anyway. So there, we're gonna drop it. And then, to be safe, we could just walk this way. But we are gonna have to... We could go all the way around. But it would just be easier to go this way. And also there's some goodies over here. So, we're gonna go to the right. That way it's a little bit more... like, shorter. And then you can get more items this way. But I don't have a bow. This guy's gonna see me for sure. Maybe if I hide behind this tree. Nope, he turned the other way. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna collect this butterfly. There we go. And then we're gonna sit behind this box. Is he gonna come this way? Oh, he's facing this direction now. You don't see me though. I couldn't figure out if I had lipstick on my chin for such a long time, so that's what I was just doing. Okay. Turn the other way, turn the other way. Turn around! Probably shouldn't be singing songs. That's definitely gonna get me demonetized when I'm not even, like... Nice. So this is a Boko bow. A basic bokoblin bow made of wood. It is made by taking any tree branch and just tying a string to either end. So don't expect much in the way of combat effectiveness. So if I draw my bow with R or ZR, and then I release with the same button as well. And now I can shoot one of them. There we go. And then we got a nice headshot, a critical hit, if you will. Jump. Nice. Okay, now we're gonna steal all their stuff. And now we got a different shield, so if I need to exchange, I can. And then I have another bow as well, which I can also exchange with the same button. Or not the same button, but in the same manner. Okay, let's see what we got here. So we have a traveler's sword, a very common sword that's kept by travelers to fend off small beasts. It is fairly durable, but a bit unreliable against monsters. Okay. And then let's see if there's anything in the water here. Like, we really can't swim, but I might need to come back to grab something, you know? Excuse me. I've been waking up a little bit earlier than my alarm, more than normal, so that's kind of been interesting lately. Now you see that little circle there that shows up? That is our stamina. And I know that it already showed up, but I'm gonna just reiterate anyway, because I was probably talking over it. So that kind of tells us how far we can run, how high we can climb, and it gives us basically a set period of time that we can do those things. So here we are at this, it's called the Omen O Shrine. Awe Shrine? I'm trying to figure out what sound that would make, you know? The O? I think it's O. AU. A travel gate registered to map. Access granted. Okay. Alright, and then now that we've seen that cutscene, I'm probably going to skip through the other ones because they do kind of get redundant after you've done like every single shrine. To you who sets foot in this shrine, I am Omen O. In the name of the goddess Hylia, I offer this trial. The Magnesis trial. Alright, so we go over here, and then just we have with the tower, we pull out our Sheikah slate, and it's gonna scan. The Sheikah slate is authenticating, distilling ruin. So now we have the Magnesis ruin. It's going to manipulate metallic objects using magnetism. Grab onto a metallic object using magnetic energy that pours forth from the Magnesis ruin. Objects held in the magnetic snare can be lifted and moved freely. So now the ruin has been extracted. And so now we're going to select the ruin again by this button here. And then that gives me the option to be able to move my controller any direction I want. But sometimes if I'm like a little bit out, I'll use my right analog stick to kind of fix that. And then pressing A, I can just move this over. And so now we're going to go down the stairs and we'll press B to just let go. Right. So if we grab this metal block over here and then, we lift, I can also push and pull with my arrow pad that's underneath my left analog stick and just push. And it makes this shrine pretty easy. I can drop this and just go, there we go, and make more room. And now we have something to attack. Technically, if I threw him in the water, he would be dead, I think. So this is an ancient spring, a spring used in ancient machinery. It is light and buoyant, enough to float on water, and no matter how many times it's compressed, it never loses tension. Alright, so now that we've made our way through, we can climb across here. And then we're going to use Magnesis again to pick that up. And then turn it around. And then drop. And then now we have a bridge. Perfect. And then we're going to use Magnesis again to open the door. And we're good to walk in. But was there a treasure chest in this shrine? Sometimes there are. I'm not always clear if there are. But to be honest, like, sometimes I just don't care enough to actually look. And again, I'm just going to read the text in case anybody is visually impaired. That way they can understand what's going on. So now we have opened up the barrier. You have proven to possess the resolve of a true hero. I am Omen Awe of the creator of this trial. Again, I apologize if I'm saying that wrong. I am a humble monk, blessed with the sight of the goddess Hylia, and dedicated to helping those who seek out to destroy Ganon. And with your arrival, my duty is now fulfilled. In the name of goddess Hylia, allow me to bestow this gift upon you. Please accept this spirit orb. always wonder when they're giving me the spirit orb if they're like basically giving me their life source, which is kind of awkward. Spirit orb, a symbol of courage given to those who have overcome the challenges of a shrine. I know we have one. May the goddess smile upon you. And now that he has fulfilled his, I don't remember what it's called. Now that he's fulfilled his destiny, I guess, he passes away. So basically, like, there are 20-ish shrines in this game. And every single one of these shrines has a monk. Oh, I'm going to stop speaking. Pardon me. It seems you have managed to get your hands on a spirit orb. Well done. Well, how did you know? Clairvoyance, oh ho, or perhaps something similar. As one gets older, it can become more difficult to see what is right and before one's own eyes. However, that which was once hidden from view can often be crystal clear. But perhaps that is not true for everyone. Oh ho ho ho. The appearance of those towers and the awakening of this shrine. It is all connected to that Sheikah slate that you carry on your hip there. What do you mean? It has been quite some time since I've seen that Sheikah slate. Long ago, a highly advanced tribe known as the Sheikah inhabited these lands. The great power of their wisdom saved this kingdom time and time again. But their ancient technology disappeared long ago, or so it was said. It is interesting, however, to think how something like that survived all this time, hidden away in a shrine. These shrines are tucked away in numerous places all across this land. On this plateau alone, I believe that there are still 3 more. Bring me the treasure from each of those shrines, and I will give you my paraglider. Dude, that wasn't the deal. Oh, well, I suppose I changed my mind. I'm sure that won't be a problem for a young go-getter like you. Since I'm feeling generous, I will also teach you a trick for finding shrines. It's always best to survey the area by looking around from a high point. Let's see here. How about you make your way to the top of that tower again? Are you joking? Oh ho ho. I'm afraid not, but do not worry. I have another little trick to share with you for your effort. Take a look on your map on your Sheikah slate. See those blue icons? You should recognize the cave where you awoke and the shrine from where you came from and the tower. You can travel instantly to any of those places with the Sheikah slate. Or so I heard quite some time ago. I do not know if it actually works as such. Alright, well, before I'm going to do that, I want to grab some metal stuff. Should be able to just, like, probably drop it on the other boxes, because usually that's what breaks metal boxes pretty well, is if you drop them on top of each other. Sometimes if you just drop the metal box, it doesn't do anything. Okay. And drop. There we go. So we have some baked apples in here. And drop. And some arrows. Nice. Alright, and then I'm gonna get out some treasure chests from under this water. What do we got? So we have opal, a valuable ore that gives off a mesmerizing iridescent similar to the inside of a seashell and contains the power of water. Alright, and then what do we get in this one? Amber, a fossilized resin with a caramelized sheen to it, and it has been valued as a component in decoration and crafting since ancient times. Alright, and if we steal this bridge, I think there's something over here that we need to get to. Because this is like a sinking mud, and I don't want to die. So I think if I steal this bridge, I could be able to get something. Oh, oops. There we go. I think I can get something in here, but maybe if I attach it. I hate how it kind of twists on its own. Like, stop it. Yeah. I didn't even ask it to twist, but it kind of did on its own, and now I can't, like, really... Oh, I hate it when that happens. Okay, we're just gonna drop that. And then... There we go. I'm trying to do it this way. Now. Is it long enough? Is this was where it's supposed to go? I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm, like, making it up. You know what? We'll just drop this for now. I didn't mean to climb that tree. So it's probably for those treasure chests there. But, oh, nice. Okay. Oops. Down. Yeah, you found me. Huh, you're not Hetsu. But you can see me. I didn't know your kind could see the children of the forest. Well, if you would run into Hetsu, please return this to him. A Korok seed. This small seed was given to you by a Korok. It has a distinct smell. If you gather a bunch of them, you will never know what might happen. Oh, and my friends are hiding in lots of places around too. Don't be shy about poking your nose into suspicious places. Comforting. Oh, you know what? I'm a dum-dum. The bridge was probably supposed to go there. I don't know. Is it any good what's in these boxes? Like, is it worth it? I really don't know if it is. But, like, I don't know. Whatever. I've got time. I guess I could look. Not that it's really, like, that important, to be honest. Probably open up the box and it's something stupid like 5 arrows. Okay, I might have to pick it up again because it's doing that weird thing. Okay, there we go. Now. Nope, it has to get a little bit closer. Here. There we go. Alright, what's in here? Ice arrows. Okay, I reject everything I said. A bundle of 5 ice arrows. Ice arrows break apart in impact, freezing objects in the immediate area and incredible effective against hot things. And so now I can switch the arrows with my bow if I wanted to. And now I have fire arrows. A bundle of 5 fire arrows. Fire arrows break apart on impact, igniting objects in the immediate area, incredible effective against cold things. Okay, so now I can look at my map, and then I'm going to travel to the Great Plateau Tower, and it's going to, I can't think of the word right now, but it's teleport. That's it. It's going to teleport me to the Great Plateau Tower, and so then that way I can get a good view of stuff from above, like that old guy suggested. And there he is, the old guy. Well, you certainly took your time. Did you forget how to travel instantly? No, I remember. Now then, I wanted you to join me up here so you could use this as an advantage point to search for shrines. Did you know about the scope on your Sheikah Slate? Look through it and you can stick a pin anywhere you'd like to mark on the map. Yes, I know. Press the right analog stick and then press A to pin on your map. Serves as a reference point for your travels. Just stick a pin anywhere you're interested in. How do you know? Just a few tricks I've picked up after many, many years in the wild. You may take my advice or leave it. Go ahead and take a look if you feel inclined to do so. So again, I'm going to press this button on my controller. It is the right analog stick, and it's going to provide this zoom in option, and then I can pin something by pressing A. And so then that way I can look at my map again, and then if I look over here, this button right here has been pinned to that specific spot on the map. It's super user-friendly. I love it. I use it all the time. At least all the times that I've been playing this game. And then there should be a shrine over here. There it is. So if I pin this one there, and then that way all my locations are good to go. Now, we're not going to drop to our death. Instead, we're going to go down this stepping stool method that I did before. because again, we don't want to die, and I don't know how to do glitches like YouTubers and streamers do. So we're just gonna do it the basic gamer way. And we're gonna go to the yellow one because that one's the closest. And oh, hello, shiny number 1. I don't know if you wrote that a while ago, I'm sorry. But hello. And we're gonna go this way because it's the closest one. And yeah, that's basically why, because it's the closest one to go to. And here we have... Ah, damn. Okay, so now I'm gonna steal his arm. So we got a bokoblin arm. A skeletal arm that keeps moving even after it's severed from its body, and it's kind of gross to strap it to your back, but it'll do it in a pinch. It's old, it's fragile, so keep it near to break. I'm gonna steal another one because they have better weaponry options. See, these are 5, which means they're worth 5 hit points versus like this one here. So we're gonna drop this because that's dying and we don't care about it. And then we're gonna drop this as well because I hate clutter. Probably this too. Why not? And then, yeah, we can equip our weapons and we're good to go. Okay. And so if we see here, these are like bat creatures. And we can collect some things from them. So we have some keese wing, the wing of a keese. It's covered with very short, sharp fur. It's not much use by itself, but you can mix it into critters and making something useful. So as you saw earlier, we collected a couple of bokoblin horns, and those are really good for elixirs. So we can use those parts as well, keese wings, into an elixir. So we're going to go up here. We're going to search and we're going to find some ancient gear. Gear is an ancient machinery. Despite being incredibly old, its build quality is leaps and bounds above anything built using current technology. So what we know for sure about the Sheikah is that they're an ancient race that we're going to get seen for sure. No, we haven't been yet seen. Have you played Tears of the Kingdom as well? If so, which one? So, yes, actually, this is why I'm playing Breath of the Wild today, is Tears of the Kingdom is going to be streaming. I'm going to be streaming Tears of the Kingdom on Sunday because it's actually its 1-year anniversary. And out of the two, I love Tears of the Kingdom way more. I mean, I love Breath of the Wild as well. This is why I'm playing it. Like, I'm not bored of it. I just beat this game and I just started it again. I love this game, but I love Tears of the Kingdom way more. Everything in this world is just so expanded upon. So yeah, I don't know. It's just, so yeah, that's why we're playing Breath of the Wild today, is because I'm streaming Tears of the Kingdom on Sunday for its anniversary. And again, so this is the Bai Shrine? Pardon me, I'm sorry. The reason I'm reading everything out loud is because I want to make sure that if somebody is visually impaired, they will understand what I'm reading, or at least understand what I'm looking at. So then that way, like, everyone can kind of understand. Obviously, it is a little bit hard, so I'm going to try to explain some things as I'm doing it, so then that way you kind of know. I'm examining this stepping stool, for example. And then, as I said, I'm going to skip the cutscenes with the shrines because I've already done one. But, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to try to explain what I'm doing so that people who are visually impaired can also have, an experience of what I'm doing. So, please understand. I'm not trying to, talk to anyone like they're 5. I'm just trying to explain things so that everybody can, have an experience in this stream. Again, I'm going to skip this little speech he does where he's basically just explaining that there is a trial in here. So this is a bomb trial. Again, I'm going to butcher every shrine titled name, so, sorry. Alright, so the Sheikah Slate is authenticating and we're distilling the ruin. This sound is so satisfying, I'll never get bored of it. Da-na-na. Alright, so Now we have unlocked 2 ruins, the remote bomb. And why 2? One of them is circular and one of them is square. The force of the blast can be used to damage monsters or destroy objects. There are both round and cube bombs, so use whichever best fits the situation. So cube bombs are really good because they can roll, whereas I really like this style of explaining while you're despite not being visually impaired. Oh, okay. Right on. I'm glad to know. Yeah, glad that you like that. And again, I can switch between both my upper pad and my right analog sticks, and that way I can switch quickly through my runes. So I press up, and then I move with my right analog stick, and I can get what I need. And so, for example, the circular bomb, which I'm going to use now, if I press L, which is the top L button, if I throw this with R, it will roll, like a bowling ball, for example. Pardon me. And then I press L to detonate. And then, but if I used a square bomb, it would really be good in spots that maybe are meant to stay in one place. Like if, because the circular bomb just keeps rolling, it is a little bit more annoying. So now I can just place it down and it'll stay put, which is really good when I want to get like ore farming. So now we have a Traveler's Claymore, which is switching the 5 points to 10 point. A basic two-handed sword often wielded by aspiring adventurers. It is immersive weight, can knock enemy shields right out of their hands. So this sword is much longer compared to the longer one. So for example, I pull it out. It's like basically the size of Link, maybe even a little bit longer. And then if I hold down the attack button, which is Y, I can actually do a spin attack with my stamina. Okay, now we're gonna use a bomb, and we're able to go through. I think I'm gonna switch back to my the arm. No. Oops. I don't know if that's gonna reach. Oh, it did. Okay. And then I can, if I didn't want this bomb, I can just press B, and it'll get rid of it. I should have just gone. Alright, let's go forward. Alright, so what do we got going on here? Oh yeah, this shrine is so easy. I did it recently. For those who are like, just tuning in, I've been streaming for a bit, and I kind of mentioned at the beginning that I did play this game recently, and I played it thoroughly through. But I'm doing it again because I'm streaming Tears of the Kingdom on Sunday, and because I'm doing that, I thought it would make sense to play this game first. We're getting amber again, so a fossilized resin with caramelized-esque sheen to it. It's been valued as a component in decorations and crafts since the ancient times. So as I said, because I was streaming on Sunday, someone I was streaming with in the chat mentioned that they had never played Breath of the Wild, and they were asking which one I liked more. So I guess because I used to play with people who would say that, I used to know a lot of people who would kind of be like, well, you haven't played Breath of the Wild, you're so behind on the times kind of thing. And so I guess because of that negative people talk that haters do. Oh, I did that wrong. Oops. Oh well. It's fine. I'll just fix it. So I put my bomb through the tube here. Nudge. There we go. There we go. And then it's gonna shoot that across. And then if I press L, bam. Anyway, yeah, so I was streaming the other day, and one of the viewers said that they had never played Breath of the Wild, and they asked which one I liked. And so I think, because I used to hang around a bunch of people who used to be like straight up haters. Oh, you know what? I don't even think I needed that ball there. Yeah, this is just a silly shrine. It's showing you that you can throw things. That's all it was doing. I don't need that for anything. I overthought that too much. Since the beginning of the game, I'm always like, oh, they're gonna have me do all these things. No, it's the beginning of the game. Anyway. So yeah, I used to hang out with a bunch of people who would just like, immediately as the game came out, like opening weekend or whatever, they would immediately get it, and then I would feel so behind on the times. And it turns out that there's a ton of people that are also behind on the times like me. So that's why I was like, oh, maybe I should actually play Breath of the Wild, because I don't know. Like, I guess there's people out there who haven't played it yet. So it works out for me because I love this game. But again, if I were to have to choose between long-term streaming this game, like Breath of the Wild, over Tears of the Kingdom, I'd probably do Tears of the Kingdom just because I did recently play Breath of the Wild on my own personal time. But of course, if people want to see me play Breath of the Wild, then I'm definitely open to doing so. So yeah. I don't know if you can hear that ticking sound, but it's because I actually have the Bokoblin arm attached, and so it's making a crickling sound with the fingers. It's one of my favorite things about this game. It's so, like, tiny, but I find it hilarious. Okay, that guy for sure is gonna see me. No, it's this guy who's gonna see me. Okay, so these are not something to mess with. I'm just gonna hide behind this post or try to run so you can't see me. You can't see me! I can't remember the name of these enemies right now, but they straight up suck. I just found a restless cricket, a very energetic critic. A cricket, cook it with monster parts to create a stamina recovered elixir. And of course the keys are right there. Great. So now I got a Keese eyeball. So if you kill a Keese, you get 2 parts. You either get their wings or you get the Keese eyeball. A rare material dropped by a defeated Keese. It's fun to look at, but it doesn't seem to have much use at the first glance, but it must be good for something. I swear there's another Keese by, and I don't want to jump this wall in case it's just going to kill me while I'm jumping the wall. Okay, never mind. It didn't get me, but it's definitely nearby. There it is. Jerk. And I got a single rupee! Rupees are good for buying things, basically, and I like money, so they're good for that too. Guardians! That's it. Thank you for saying that. I don't know why it escaped my mind. I just played like 150 hours in this game, and I forgot the title. Okay, now we're gonna look at the map again. And because red is closer, we're going to go in that direction. So if you look on the bottom right half of this screen, there is a mini map. Of course this guardian sees me. They see you from everywhere. Anyway, so now I can follow in this direction. And if you see over here, we've got another Bokoblin having a nice little fire. Which, even though they're cute as heck, I want his stuff. So I might steal... Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, but you know what, though? If I use this arrow and I shoot up properly... Oh, damn it. Weak sauce! Do people still say that anymore? I don't know. Nice. I'm just gonna let the bees kill them, you know? Why do I have to do anything? Okay. Maybe I can just use a bomb. There we go. So we have some apples. And was that it? Oh, no, an arrow. Nice. Dead. More arrows. And now we have coarser bee honey. Honey straight from the hive is chock full of nutrients. Cooking this with meal unlocks the potential of these nutrients and provides a stamina recovered effect. Alright, so we have the Bokoblin horn and we also have a bow. And if you see here on the rock, there's some purple, what looks like to be mushrooms. So I'm going to go grab those. Oh, and some apples. I get so sidetracked. Like, I love just grabbing everything. It feels satisfying, but then I have my pockets full of way too many things in my inventory. Like, every time I finish the game, I'm like hoarding all this stuff. And then I go, like, what am I going to do with it now? Because it's the end of the game. What are all the W's for? Please don't spam the chat with nonsense. I don't really understand what that's all about. I mean, maybe there's something to it. I don't get it, but please don't do that. Yeah, why are you spamming the chat? Please don't. I will, like, block you. Like... Alright, so over here we have... What is this? It's a Staminella mushroom. A green mushroom that glows near trees in the forest. It's chock full of natural energy. Cook it to release its stamina restoration properties. Pardon me. So now we have a little bit of sign of human activity. We have this little cabin here, and there is another Staminella mushroom. And if we go inside, we're gonna steal this guy's spicy peppers. This pepper is exploding with spice, cooking it to create dishes that will raise your body temperature and help you withstand the cold. And if we look at this book here, it's the old man's diary. So, on this desolate plateau, the only pleasure that brings me comfort is cooking. And today I outdid myself. Truly, I created the perfect dish. I call it spicy meat and seafood fry. This recipe not only restores health, but it also keeps me warm, even when traveling in the snowy mountains. With this dish on my side, I will no longer have need of that itchy warmth doublet. Doublet? I'm sorry, I don't know words. Read more. I do not know how I allowed this to happen, but it seems I forgot to write down a very important recipe. I know it contained raw meat and spicy pepper. However, I simply cannot remember what else I used. My age is catching up to me. Sadly, on this lonely plateau, I have only my own knowledge and memory to rely on. Still, if I did find someone who knew the missing ingredient, I would happily reward them with my warm doublet. Oh yeah! However, it seems unlikely that such a miraculous wish would ever be fulfilled. Yeah. So, if I remember correctly, if you... Oh yeah, I have too many useless weapons. What can I drop? We'll drop you. What was I saying? I think if you end up... finding the ingredient, then he'll give you a warm shirt, which is really useful when you go up in the mountains. But to be honest, I'm not gonna do that because it's just a dumb shirt that I don't need. Torch! This torch will stay lit until ignited, but if you put it away, the flame will be extinguished until you light it again. I don't need that. Hylian shroom. We have some nice birdies. Nice. Alright, so this is a raw bird drumstick. This meat is tougher and chewier than standard steak and tastes better cooked. Yeah, I would imagine it tastes better cooked. Alright, and now we have the old man here again. Oh, ho ho, fancy that. So we meet again. I thought this tree here might make for some good firewood. However, getting a tree to fall exactly where you want it is quite an art. The trick is to turn your hips so that they will face where you want the tree to land. So, I see you found my axe. Why not help me out and give it a few swings? I'm working up quite a sweat here, but these bones can use a break. Yeah, 'cause you're old. What is this? This is a Korak leaf. A single swing of this giant sturdy leaf can create a gust of wind strong enough to blow away light objects. These will sometimes fall off trees as they chop down. Technically, I don't really need that, so I'm just gonna drop it. I'm gonna die. Oh my gosh, I almost died there. There we go. Now we can get on a proper stride. Look at all these apples! Aw, oh, damn it. I pressed it way too late. want to use this weapon. No, I don't want to use that one either. There we go. Fury Rush. I don't need him that many times. That was too overpowered for no reason. Okay, so the shrine is actually up there, so we have to climb. But again, like the stamina that I have right now is not a lot, so I have to be sparing with where I step. The nice thing is, though, is they do provide all these stepping blocks, if you will, so that you can take a rest and get your stamina back. So there we go. And then it'll rejuvenate, but it is so slow because it's the beginning of the game. If I did go cooking, because there was a cooking pot back there, if you make food, you can actually create items that will provide more stamina. So then I'll show you in a bit. This is a rush room, which I guess I didn't read about, but rush rooms really help with making you go faster. So if you made like an elixir or you made some kind of food item, then you can rejuvenate the stamina. So I'd be like in the middle of climbing. Let's say if like my wheel is down, I could press this button and go over here, and then I could like for example, I just ate an apple mid-climb. And it's kind of the same thing with anything else that you cook. If you made like a stamina food or something that rejuvenates or makes you go faster, you could eat that as well mid-climb. Which I think a lot of streamers, when they do playthroughs, they kind of outlaw that to make it like harder on themselves. I'm not going to do that because why would I make it harder on myself? And break. And then I think the next stepping stool is... There it is. We'll have to go that way because I think that's the direction of the shrine. I can jump to go faster with X, which is the top button on the right-hand side, but I'm not going to do that. Well, I am now, but I wasn't planning on doing that. But since I mentioned it, I was like, sure, I can do it. Oh, now he's crouching. Hold on. There we go. Jump. There we go. So now we're the Oa Dame. I can't spell I can't sound them out. I'm sorry. I'm dyslexic. And again, we're skipping the cutscene because I don't care. Okay, skip. Alright, so we're at the stasis trial. So if we go over here and we activate, then we're gonna get stasis. And we are now distilling the ruin. I think I'm gonna stream for 15 more minutes and then call it a day. I gotta work later, so I'm gonna keep my energy up. Alright, so we have stasis. Stop the flow of time for an object. Stops an object in time while storing its kinetic energy. The stored energy will act upon the object when the flow of time resumes. Making good use of the stored energy can move even the largest of objects. So again, I'm going to press the L button, or I'm going to press the up button, and then I can choose stasis like that. And anything that's highlighted yellow, I can stasis. So for example... I'm gonna use that, so that way I can create a flat platform without falling down the dips. And then we can kind of do the same with some of these. Oh no, I did that too early. I should have been able to. Did you know that shrine names are Anagrams of the names of some of the... Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. That is pretty cool. I was like, there's definitely got to be something to these names, but I don't know anything about it. Ah, missed that one. No, we're not going to do that. I'm chicken. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. There we go. We're going to have to regain our strength because I want to go back up there, but I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. Ah, right. I have to wait for it to rejuvenate. Bum-ba-dum. Of course. Alright, so we got a traveler's shield. A sturdy shield loved by many adventurer. It is made of animal hide and sturdy wood, and it is best suited to defend against weak monsters or animals. And of course my inventory is full of useless things I don't need. We're gonna drop this, drop this, drop this. Perfect. Hello! Alright, so now we have an iron sledgehammer. This large iron sledgehammer, which is originally used for mining, but it works reasonably well as a weapon too. Which I can't carry because, again, I'm carrying way too many useless weapons. No, wait, I need the... Oh, God. I need this torch. No! Why did I do that? Here, we're gonna drop this. There we go. Okay, so if we stasis this, and then we switch on the iron sledgehammer, and then we hold down and do that spin attack again, then we can make some really good... There we go. Alright, and now we're done the shrine. Pardon me, I didn't mean to slap the mic, sorry. Ba-da-da-da. I'm just checking what time it is. Okay, so we have one more left, which is the purple one. It's near the River of the Dead. And it's probably best to go this way. It'll cut off some time to get there. I'm gonna switch to this weapon so it's not ticking so much. Alright, so now that we are in freezing cold temperatures, we want to find somewhere that's going to keep us warm. Because we're going to start losing health. So what I'm going to do is eat an apple to keep up my health. And I have an idea. Just kind of follow with me for now. Alright? Alright. And... actually, that wasn't a bad fall. Perfect. There we go. There we go. Welcome back! There we go. Ah! Dead. Okay, if we stand here for a second. Now you see at the bottom, it'll show at the bottom next to the map, it shows the temperature. Now it seems like we're in a reasonable temperature. So I can eat now. There we go. And then if I apply this torch and I heat it up as I'm walking, because I do have this torch on me, the cold doesn't bother me as much. But I have to keep that in mind because it can be, it can go out like that. Now we have arrows, and then again I'm cold. So if I go back to the fire again, light this torch, now I can walk in some of these colder areas. This isn't like always the case. If you're in like the tundra, then no, that's not gonna work. But it works right now because we're not in a very high area, and I went the wrong way. I'm gonna die going that way. It's probably best to drop down over there. It's too high of a cliff. I am working. Okay. What do we have in here? Probably some apples. Yeah, so now we have some baked apples. And we're gonna steal some of these for more elixirs, and then now we can drop down. There we go. Now again, we're going in the direction of this pin over here, but yeah, we kind of have to like, I don't know. We have to go like this way. It's hard to explain. You have, like, we'll get there. We'll get there. Trust me, I know where I'm going. What over here? Oh, we have another axe. Yeah, can't carry any more weapons. Oh, perfect, a cooking pot. So I'm just gonna light that. There we go. I'm gonna put this out. Collect some wood. Always forget how incredible yeah. Like everything like that is in this game, it's just so relaxing. Even just like his little feet in the snow. Alright, so we're gonna cook some food. Off. Of course. Just kidding! I'm gonna throw it on the ground. So now we have something that will, like, heal more hearts. So if we put, you know, a Hylian herb, maybe some raw drumstick. Have you finished this game? Yes, I have finished this game a couple of times. I'm replaying the game today because on Sunday I'm planning on streaming Tears of the Kingdom. Oh. Spicy pepper steak. Nice. So I'm replaying this game today, even though I did recently play through it on my own time, because on Sunday when I was streaming, somebody mentioned in the comments that they hadn't really played this game before. And it was already my plan to stream Tears of the Kingdom this coming Sunday, because it is its 1-year anniversary. So I figured today I would stream a little bit of Breath of the Wild in preparation for Sunday. Energize meat and mushroom skewer. What did I just say? Skewer. Instantly refilled some of the stamina wheel. So as I said, like, you can make food that will replenish stuff. So a filling dish will grill the various mountain ingredients with meat. And then let's just do one more, because why not? And then we're gonna skip this cutscene. There we go. And then we're going to cook some of this mushroom. I don't have any meat left. No. All right. So a check of meal's ingredients by selecting it from your inventory and then selecting a recipe. And again, we're going to skip. And so now we have something that's going to make me go much faster. Only for 5 minutes, though. Okay. So we're going to get out. Oops. No, wrong button. There we go. So now we can use our torch. I have no interest in using my food yet, just because I can, though, collect some of these. And then now we are going to go this way. Because again, see, there's the shrine. I told you I knew where I was going. What's that? Oh, they're just birds. Oh! No! I did it! Do I have any... I don't have flint. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to use this. I mean, it's 13 minutes. It's fine. I'll just use that. They also kind of set it up so that there's, like, little torches in this area. So this is a white choo-choo jelly, a jiggly substance that came from an ice choo-choo. It's cool to the touch, and squeezing it, it seems to relieve stress. If struck, it will explode into a cold mist. Which is why I shot it over striking it with my sword, because if you hit it, it will explode and then you get frozen. So I had no interest in doing that. So, I mean, I could throw my torch at it, like so. But that didn't do anything, apparently. Oh, oops. Okay, but now he's no longer frozen. So now I can just strike him. There we go. And I think that was, yeah, an arrow. Oh yeah, I forgot my bow died. And so, as you see here, we kind of see some greenery. So the snow is actually kind of going away. It's because we're getting into a warmer area. And so I think... Can I search you guys? Oh, I can. Okay, there we go. So now I got an ancient spring. Again, it's buoyant. It floats in the water. And what do we have here? We have more ancient spring. Okay. I clicked the like button. Thank you. I appreciate that. See these jokers over here? They're gonna see me for sure. Oh wait, it's getting nighttime. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll just... Nope, you'll see me. You'll see me for sure. I just want to steal stuff. I don't really want to talk to you. I just want some spicy peppers. You don't have to throw rocks at me. I'm not going to attack you. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Okay, fine. You want to be like that. Dead. There you go. Okay, who are you blowing your horn to? It's just you and the other dude. Oh, I guess there's another bokoblin there. Oh yeah, I forgot. If you shoot here... Oh, I don't have any arrows to do so. Whatever. But if you shot those two ropes, then the bridge would go down. But to be honest, I don't really care. And also, I lost all my arrows, so... What can I really do, right? But that's not the point. We are not caring about these guys. We care about the shrine up there. So, we're going to switch to magnesis. Just kidding. We're going to deal with these dead ghosts of bokoblins. Jerk. And then because this is metal, I have to put it down again because it's doing that weird thing. I like how in the second game, like, you can actually tilt things, whereas this, it's like, oh, you picked it up at this angle. Sucks to be you. Okay, down. There we go. Now, I know there's a Korok here, but I don't have the attention span to get it, so we're just gonna ignore that Korok. winter boots would be really good right now. Or not winter boots. Snow boots? I don't remember what the game calls them. There's like a pair of winter boots you can get in the game. But to be honest, I've never really gotten them because they always just kind of were a waste of time. At least, like, I felt that way. Look, there's a shrine down there. Oh, not that way. I almost dipped down there. That would have been dumb. Dumb. Ah, I love this winter sound. Or like, this music always plays where it's cold and it sounds so good. So this is the K Namut. Namut? I don't know. Namut Shrine. I'm sorry, I'm trying, guys. Alright, skip. Oh, goodness. I think the bane of my existence is gonna be reading those shrine titles out. And I'm doing it for those who are visually impaired. I'm not doing it because I'm trying to make everybody suffer at my poor pronunciation. Okay, for those who set foot in this... Yeah, right. I forgot. We're skipping these. So this is the Crinosis? Crinosis. I don't even know if I said that right. Okay. So, I said that I would stream for 15 more minutes, and technically it's over 15 minutes, but I'm just gonna finish the shrine, and then maybe call it a session, if that sounds good. Alright, so now we have Cryonosis. Someone please write in the chat how you pronounce this. Creating a pillar of ice from a water source. Builds ice pillars that are very stable. These pillars can be used as stepping stones or as obstacles. Use Cryonosis on the ice pillar to break it. Good to me. Okay, sounds good. And so now I can climb this ice block, so that way I can reach over. And then I can also use it to lift over this gate. And now, because I have no bows, I have to fight this guy in armed combat. There we go. Is there anything useful over here, or no? That's where I came from. Okay, so moving on. So what we can do, this is so simple. I just put the block right here, and then now I have like a, I don't know what you call it. I think of a seesaw when I think of that. I know there's a proper term for that. Pulley? Nope, not pulley. That's something else. Oh! Oh! I see something I want. Treasure! I love good treasure. Perfect. Is it useful? That's the question. Traveler's Spear. A spear used mainly by travelers to fend off wolves and other beasts. It is easy to hold and simple to use. Ramp. Thank you. That is the word. I don't know why. I struggle with words. Did I even get that? No, I didn't. I just, like, screwed off. Okay, we're gonna drop this because that's breaking, so we can just take the spear. Perfect. Oh, that was silly of me. I could have just gone the other way. Whatever. Whatever! Alright, and now we are done this shrine. And skip. And now I have obtained another spirit orb, bringing it to 4. And may the goddess smile upon you. Skip. Okay, you know what? I lied. I think I'm gonna go to the Temple of Time and then cut it off, okay? Like there. So it won't take long, I promise. And then we'll call it a day. How does that sound?
Ho!
With you, you have now acquired all of the spirit orbs from the shrines in this plateau. Extraordinary. That means it is finally time. Link, it is finally time for me to tell you everything. But first... Imagine an X on your map with the 4 shrines as the endpoints. Find the spot where those lines intersect. I shall wait for you there. Do you understand? Where the 2 lines connect, the shrines would cross. There, I will be waiting. And in case you're wondering what just happened, he just disappeared. It was like blue lights, and he just disappeared. And Link was like, what the heck? Yeah, that's a good question, right? Okay, so, do you see? This is an opportunity. This is an absolute opportunity, and I know I'm gonna mess it up. So, he's a ghost. Oh, damn it. I don't, you know what? I'm just gonna choke. I'm gonna be sly, but I'm probably gonna fall down this mountain while I'm trying to be sly. I'm gonna choke. I know I am. I'm a very janky gamer. Please understand. I don't take myself hardcore. I relax and I like mess up and I don't call myself a gamer. Like, I mean, I guess I just called myself a gamer, but I don't like say I'm a professional gamer. Like, I don't know like all these like tapping, you know, because some gamers are just so like, I don't know, calculative, and I'm not like that at all. I allow myself to just like mess up and play like a loser, or not a loser, but like a regular person. Like I don't have the capacity to game like some of these gamers, if that makes sense. And I'm gonna steal their seared steak. Raw meat cooked over an open flame. Cooking has increased its flavor and the number of hearts. Meanwhile, Link is just burning in the fire as I'm staring at the screen. And the reason why is that way I can do that. Now, we are going to stay away from those. So if we look at the map, and we're going to look at like where all of these intersect. So we go this way, and then we go this way, and this way, and this way. This would be the point of where the X would be, but it's actually here that we want to go. So I'm just gonna pin that so you guys know where I'm going, and then we're gonna follow where that red leads us. Once I figure out how to get out of this cold tundra. I don't know, did I go the wrong way? I think I did. If I go, yeah, I think I could just technically, I mean, you know what? Here, we'll just travel that way. It's quicker. I love this teleporting feature. I don't know why I overthought that. I could have just teleported. I know that, but I just forgot for a second. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm not like a great gamer because I forget how to game in the middle of doing it. Like, I can't even describe it. I just forget. Like... Okay, we have no stamina now. Usually when I play this game, I like to fill up the stamina bar first, just because I feel like there's more you can do with it, but I'll usually get like 1 or 2 hearts. Oh, there's a beetle. So this is a bladed rhino beetle. This beetle, razor sharp horns, demands that you handle it with care. Boil the horns alongside monster parts to concoct a elixir that will raise your attack power. I always use the teleport right before I use I do that right before I'm about to drown. I'm like, oh, I overestimated this one. Okay, so we're back at the beginning here, where we saw the old guy for the first time. Now, if you see right here, there is a rock and a sword in the middle of this water. So we're gonna go there. But first, before I do that, do you see this circle? If I fall into it, like at a proper amount, there we go, then one of the Koroks is gonna show up again. So yeah, you found me. And again, we're just gonna keep gathering these Koroks because they're very useful later in the game. Alright, and we're gonna rejuvenate that stamina because we need to. And so here we have a rusty broadsword, which is a 6 crease power. This one's fearsome sword has seen better days, and it can do some damage in the right hands, but it also breaks quickly. But I have too many things in my pocket, so let's see what we got here. Yeah, we don't need that either. So we'll drop a couple of these, and then we'll drop this torch because we don't need that anymore. And then do you see this rock formation here? Anytime that rocks look like that, it always means that it's something that needs to be blown up. So it's probably not going to reach from this angle, but what I can do is go up there and then drop the bomb. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, there we go. And then if I throw it off from this direction and then press L, just kidding. It's gonna do nothing. I should be able to do it maybe from here. It's closer. No. Okay, maybe if I just place it. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna place it. Because that will make more sense. Because these are just... Oh, God. Just roll. There we go. Alright, so we have found opal. Right on. Okay, so we're gonna steal more from these guardians. So we have an ancient screw. And through my breath, I've never seen that breakable. Oh, interesting. Ancient screw again. Those things are a dime a dozen. You'll collect them from so many guardians. You kind of just get redundant after a while. There, look at that. So that's what bokoblins sound like when they're yawning. Perfect. Okay, so we see this shining thing over here. This is where we're going. And so now we're gonna pray. We're gonna pray to the goddess statue. You who have conquered the shrines and claimed their spirit orbs, I can offer you great power. It appears you have claimed 4 spirit orbs. In exchange for 4 spirit orbs, I will amplify your being. So tell me, what is it that you desire? We're gonna get a heart container just because at the beginning, like, you know, you do need a little bit of life. 3 hearts is not enough. So yes, I wish for a heart container. And I will grant, and then she shall grant the power I seek. But after a while, though, I do end up switching over to the stamina because the stamina makes more sense. Your life force has been strength, increasing your maximum number of hearts by 1. So now we have 4 hearts. Go and bring peace to Hyrule.
Ho!
He looks angry. The blessing of the goddess has made you that much more resilient, I see. Here I am. Get up here quickly. So you see that, like, again, he's glowing with those blue kind of orbs. It kind of reminds me of the blue flames that we see later in the game. Here, I'm gonna search this guardian first, though. Okay, more ancient screw. And then what about this guy here? Also an ancient screw. Great. Love those things. Okay, so right here outside of the Temple of Time is a nice ladder to get to the top. The first time I tried playing this game, I think I tried actually scaling the Temple of Time, and I think I did it, but this way is so much easier. And then if we go up here, we can climb the roof. And then if you see there, in front of us, he is now at the very tip of this temple, and he is glowing blue. There we go. And now we have a cutscene.
Well done there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramus Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists.
I love this game. It is so much fun.
The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the Divine Beasts, and turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, bravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness.
Yeah, I agree.
Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
Go on. Here's the paraglider, just as I promised. We have the paraglider, an item that you've received from the king on the Great Plateau. It allows you to sail through the sky. Press X while you're in the air to use it. The isolated plateau is now complete. With that, you should be able to safely fly off the cliffs surrounding this area. And I think that's it. I've told you everything I can. Link, you must save Hyrule. Okay, I changed my mind. What I meant to say was those, like, blue flames around him. When I said it reminds me of the blue flame. Oh yeah, there's another one. Seek out Impa. What I meant to say was it reminds me of the pose in the second game. And I'm pretty sure that's probably where they got that idea for the pose in the second game. So we're just going to open this chest here, and then I'm going to call it a day. So we have the Soldier's Bow, a bow designed for armored conflict. Inflicts more damage than a civilian bow, but it still burns if it touches fire. Okay, so let me see if I can transition. Oh, true. Yeah. So here's where we're at. So on Sunday, I'm going to be streaming Tears of the Kingdom. I know that not a lot of people were big fans of that game, but I do feel like, as you kind of said in the comments, like the reveal in this particular moment that we just had, it still hits after 7 years. I feel like Tears of the Kingdom is going to be like a slow burn. I feel like a lot of people are going to love it after a long period of time. Kind of like how Wind Waker wasn't like well received when it came out. I feel like it's going to kind of have the same effect eventually. And I love Tears of the Kingdom. It's definitely my favorite out of the two. So on Sunday, it's birthday because it came out 1 year this coming Sunday, 1 year ago, this coming Sunday. We're going to do a either 1 to 2, like probably 2 hour stream, but I feel like because I love Tears, it might be a little bit longer. So yeah, I will see you then, maybe. Thank you so much for sitting in with this Breath of the Wild stream with me. If you're wanting to see me play more Breath of the Wild, I'm definitely open to doing so. But because I am also starting Tears of the Kingdom on Sunday, that is also a great contender. If you would much prefer me doing that Sunday stream and then coming back to Breath of the Wild and then later returning to Tears of the Kingdom, we can definitely do that as well. But obviously in the last stream, I also got a request to watch, or pardon me, not to watch, to play more Fashion Designer, which we can definitely do that as well. Going forward, I have finally made up my schedule for streaming. So on Sundays, not this Sunday, but the Sundays afterwards, I will be, oh, no problem. Sounds good. On after this coming Sunday, which is a special stream, on Wednesdays I will be streaming 1 to 2. I had some issues today, which is why I was late streaming today. And then the following Sundays after that, going forward, I will be streaming 1 to 2 and then 5 to 6 Central Standard Time, and also not daylight savings because I live in an area that doesn't participate in daylight savings. So keep that in mind. Thank you so much again for watching and joining in. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about where I should be, or like what else should I be doing